Hello everyone. I just wanted to come here and make this video because I've not been able to sleep for the past 2 days now. Since I heard about Junior Pope's death, I've not been able to sleep, honestly. I've been hurt. It's like my brother died. That's what it feels like. It feels like my brother died. It feels like I know him because, and I've been asking myself that, am I the next Junior Pope? And like, am I the next person? Because what happened to him can actually happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. Nobody is it can I just, because when the news broke out, I put myself in his shoes, and I thought about it that I could have actually entered the boat too, because we can stay here and blame him and say, oh, why did you enter the boat without life jackets and all that? But then again, if you really look at the scenario, will any of us have acted differently? They will tell you, oh, don't worry, we have been doing it, people have been entering these boats, nothing will happen. Everybody, even if RMD was here, he would have entered it. Will you now be the only one that will say you will not enter? This thing that happened to him could have happened to anyone. Seriously, I've not been able to sleep because I'm like, and it was not even that water that killed him. It was the foolish people around him. They were the ones that killed Junior Pope. It was not the river. Somebody has drowned. Instead of you to perform CPR, or at least take him to the hospital, perform CPR, take him to the hospital, you took him to a morgue. A video even surfaced where the guy was saying, the water has entered his brain. No, well, what else can we do since the water has entered his brain? You should take him to the morgue. Are you a medical personnel? Are you a doctor? Is it your job to certify somebody dead? Somebody has drowned or there has been an accident. What is the reasonable, logical thing to do? It is a native doctor that came to your, first of all, it was morgue that came to your mind. Somebody that has not been certified as dead. We know that somebody is dead just by looking at the person now. That's how we now know dead people now. Not that doctor checked the pulse and checked heartbeat. Is by face value now. We now know who is dead and who is alive by looking at somebody. Is that what we have? Is that what it has come to? Is that where we are now in this country? As the education system of Nigeria, has it failed? Or has it gotten to this? It was the mortician that now said that there is still life in him. Instead of taking him to the hospital, you still took him to a native doctor. What do you want the native doctor to do? Are people this ignorant? They say, hey, he's alive, he's alive, he's alive. So because mortician told you that he's alive, not that he woke up, or a doctor came and put him on, and maybe a doctor induced coma and say, oh, yeah, he was plugged into an EKG that is showing his heart rate, that he's alive, but maybe we have to put him in coma so he can heal. Not that there was a medical personnel there to assure us that he's alive and maybe put him in coma or something like that, or he woke up. Then okay, fine, they told you that he's alive. The next thing, all of you there, full grown men there, the next thing, none of you could even reason it. It was the native doctor that now told you to take him to the hospital. As in as in Then later they now started blaming Nollywood, that Nollywood people, they are wicked, they just want you to die. You wanted him to die. You wanted him to die. Ah, native doctor, that was the solution that came to your mind. Native doctor. Not just you, even all the people there, none of them had common sense. That's how all of them crowded the hospital. What kind of thing is this? So If anything should happen to me now, I'm not safe. That is it now. If for any reason I find myself in an accident tomorrow, this this is what will become of me. They will carry me to native doctor or carry me to church. They will not take me to the hospital. Are we that as when did how did we get here? Hmm? Somebody was drowned. You bring the person out, you perform CPR. There is a way, even people that did not go to school, even fishermen that didn't go to school, there is a way they do it. They will shake the person, they will turn the person, then water will come out from the person's nose and mouth. Then the person will cough, the person will come to. Then you can now take the person to the hospital. It is not in your place to certify somebody dead. You are not a medical person. Let the doctor be the one to do that. You don't have medical training, you don't have medical knowledge. I even saw a movie once where a boy was underwater for 8 minutes. The guy survived. They took him to the hospital. He was in coma for months. Miraculously, he came to. They were praying for him. It was a Christian movie. They were praying for him, quite alright. But he was in the hospital. And his brain was able to heal. This one, somebody drowned me. I don't know whether it was in the afternoon. You people were busy dragging him up and down, putting him on your shoulder. Like, this is something that before Mongo Park came to Africa, something that people, even then self, even in those days, I'm sure those fishermen knew how to revive anybody that drowned. Is this not supposed to be 2024? Even if an animal had drowned in animal kingdom, I'm sure those animals, they know how to help each other. I saw a video recently. One, is it bull, a female, I don't know, a very big, I don't know what is it, bullock, is it a cow or something? I've forgotten. It's like in that bull family sha. She had boil here. She went into the river to soothe, hoping that the water will soothe the abscess or whatever. Then sea turtles came and were helping her to open up the wound so that the pus can come out, she can heal. Even animals know how to help each other. Animals. Then now we have the higher animals, the Homo sapiens, who claim that they are the ones that have sense more. Somebody drowned, you took the person to the morgue. As what? As that you are a doctor now, or what? I didn't know that it has become like this. I didn't know that this is how poor our education, and all these things I know. They would have there's something they call defibrillator to shock the heart back. They would have put oxygen, they would have induced coma, they will plug him to an EKG that will show his heart rate. These things I learnt them from movies. It's not even that I read it in a book or I have medical training. Just normal life exposure, just film, movie. Ignorance truly kills you. Ignorance is a killer. Even this person, very dark man on YouTube, came and said that they are supposed to arrest you, Mr. Man, whether it's Stanley, I don't know. Even apart from him, all those people around him, they are supposed to be, they are very foolish. This one is not even about whether Nollywood, whether the producer did not make life jacket available, whether Junior Pope should not have gone in without life jacket. Okay, as katakata don burst now, what was the solution that came out of it? How did you people handle the issue? How did you now handle the issue? Full grown men. He now came out and started saying very dark man, and they are paid him money. Was he there? Which one is their pay? Baba, you no get sense. Abeg, God. I don't know what to say. Just people are bold and wrong. They will be wrong. They will still be proud on top of it. when we relegated education to the background. That is how we got here now. Now, hospital is now the last resort, not the first. Oh, somebody has been in an accident. The hospital is not the first thing, it's the last thing. I don't know why we Nigerians, we don't like hospital. I don't know. Hospital is always the last thing we think of. When everything done dabaru, when everything done, that is when they will now remember that there is something called hospital. Eh? I watched somebody on YouTube recently. Is it Real Talk with Auntie Aduni? I watched her. She was saying that she was childless for 7 years, and the solution to her childlessness was just a little medication to help her to, I've forgotten what she called it, maybe to produce a certain hormone that will help her to get pregnant, because she was overproducing a certain one, so they needed to balance it, a certain hormone, so that she can get pregnant. And she was there for 7 years because they told them that they should be praying, something that few tablets solved. That is what she was there for 7 years. Because I don't know why we don't like going to hospital in this country. Because they've told people that they should not. Some people have this mentality that if you go to hospital, it means that you don't have faith in God. I don't understand. Why do you need to disturb God when the solution to your problem is 200 naira paracetamol? Why do you need to be praying to God for a child when the solution to your problem is a few tablets? I don't know. The thing just tire me. E weak me. I've not been sleeping. If night time comes like this, I can't sleep because I'm like, you are surrounded by people, but it's like there is nobody. All those people there, none of them had common sense, not even one person. This one was not even a matter of there was no money to take him to. It's not, Junior Pope is not a poor man. It was not even a matter of money. That's why I said it can happen to any Nigerian. It's a matter of the people around him were foolish. That is what killed him. Even those villagers that are fighting for his body, that they're supposed to bury him beside him. It was not that water that killed him. Somebody that they said he was still moving his hand, he was not dead. If you want to blame the federal government, you want to blame Nollywood or AGN, what about you that was there? What did you do? What was your response? How do we Nigeria, we don't know how to respond to emergency.